Before we start working with the Python virtual environment, let's first check the Python version and see which libraries are currently installed in the global environment. To begin, open your project directory, then launch the command prompt cmd inside that folder. Type command python-V to check the Python version. You'll see something like Python 3.14, which indicates the version installed globally on your system. Next, let's find out which libraries are already available in the global environment. Run pip list. This will display a list of installed packages. For example, it might show only pip 25.2 as installed. So, in summary, your global environment currently has just Python and pip installed and nothing else. Now, let's open the project directory and create a new Python file named test.py. In the command prompt, type the command code dot that will open your project directory directly in Visual Studio Code. Now, inside the project directory, create a new Python file named test.py. For testing purposes, open the test.py file and add the following simple Python code. Print hello world. Then go back to the cmd and run the file using the command python test.py. You should see the output displayed as hello world. This confirms that Python is working correctly in your current environment. Now, let's test the NumPy library within your test.py file. Now, from the NumPy official page, copy the source code to import NumPy library and paste it to the test.py source code. Import NumPy as np. Similar way, copy another example source code and paste it to the test.py. When you run your source code in the cmd, then you might see an error message like no module named NumPy. This means that the NumPy library isn't installed in your current Python environment. To fix this issue, you'll need to install the NumPy library. Visit the official NumPy page on pip.org/project/numpy. Simply copy and run the following command in your cmd: pip install NumPy. This command will install NumPy into your current global Python environment. Now, run again your test.py source code. This time it will showing output correctly. So, to summarize, the NumPy library has now been successfully installed and added to your global Python environment alongside Python and pip. Your global setup now includes Python, the interpreter, pip, the package manager, NumPy, the newly installed library. Up to this point, our test.py file has been running using Python, pip, and NumPy from the global environment. Now, it's time to create a virtual environment specifically for our project. This means the project directory will become a completely isolated environment, separate from the global setup. No Python interpreter or packages from outside this environment will be accessible here. Because of this isolation, we'll need to install all required dependencies and libraries such as NumPy or any others within this virtual environment. This ensures our project runs independently and remains unaffected by any global updates or changes. Open your command prompt that need to be navigate in your project folder. Type the command python-m-venv project_environment. Here, the Venv module supports creating lightweight virtual environments. The name project_environment is just a custom name for your virtual environment. You can choose any name you prefer. After execute the command, your project_environment virtual environment has been completed. This creates a folder inside the project directory, that is project_environment, which contains a copy of the Python interpreter, the standard package like pip, and some of the scripts for managing the environment. Now that we've created our virtual environment named project_environment, let's quickly explore its folder structure and understand the most important files. Inside the folder, you'll see several subdirectories and files. Include folder. This folder contains the header files used by Python packages during installation and compilation. Library, side packages. Folder. This is where all your installed Python libraries live inside the virtual environment. Right now, it only contains the default pip package. Whenever you install new libraries, they'll all appear in this folder. Scripts. Folder. This is one of the most important folders. It contains activate.fish, activate.bat, activate.ps1, used to activate the virtual environment for different operating systems. Deactivate.bat, used to exit or deactivate the environment. Python.exe, the Python interpreter dedicated to this virtual environment. pip.exe, the package manager used to install packages locally within this environment. Venv.cfg file. This is the configuration file for the virtual environment. It contains information about the Python version used and the path to the base interpreter. Now it's time to activate our virtual environment. Inside the scripts folder of your virtual environment, you'll notice several activation files. Each of these is designed for a specific operating system or terminal. For example, Activate for Linux or macOS in Bash or ZCH terminal. Activate.bat for Windows command prompt. Activate.fish for Linux or macOS in Fish shell. Activate.ps1 for Windows PowerShell. Since I'm using Windows 11 and working in the command prompt, I'll need to use the activate.bat file to activate my virtual environment. Now for your CMD, project directory navigates to the activate.bat file inside the scripts folder and run project_environment/scripts/activate.bat. You'll notice the environment name project_environment appears before your command prompt. That means it's active. Now any pip install commands will only affect this environment. Now that we're inside the project's virtual environment, let's check which packages are currently installed here. To check installed packages, write command pip list. You'll notice that only pip 25.2 is currently available in this environment. So, if you try to run your existing test.py file right now, it will fail because the script depends on the NumPy library, which hasn't been installed yet inside this virtual environment. So, to install NumPy package, type command pip install NumPy. This installs NumPy only inside project_environment, not globally. Finally, run the source code and it's will showing the current output. At this point, our virtual environment contains two packages, pip and NumPy along with Python. These are installed locally within the environment, completely separate from the global Python setup. In complex projects, you might need hundreds or even thousands of packages, often with different versions scattered across environments. Remembering all those packages along with their exact versions can be nearly impossible. To simplify this, Python provides a convenient file called requirements.txt. This file automatically lists all installed packages in your environment along with their specific versions, making it easy to recreate or share your project setup on any system. After installing all the required dependencies for your project, you can export them into a text file by running the command pip freeze greater than requirements.txt. This command creates a requirements.txt file that lists every installed package in your environment along with its exact version, making it easy to recreate the same setup later. So next time, if you want to share your entire project with a friend or teammate, make sure to include the requirements.txt file along with your source code. When your friend creates a new virtual environment, they can easily install all the required dependencies for the project by running pip install -r requirements.txt. This ensures that your friend's environment matches yours exactly with the same package versions, so the project runs smoothly without any compatibility issues. Now that we've finished working inside our virtual environment named project_environment, it's time to deactivate it. Inside the scripts folder, you'll find a file named deactivate.bat. Running this file will deactivate the virtual environment project_environment, returning you to your global Python environment. In your command prompt, just type the following command: project_environment/scripts/deactivate.bat. Once you press enter, you'll notice that the project_environment disappears from the command line. That means your virtual environment is now deactivated and you've returned to your global Python environment. Congratulations! Hope you now fully understand Python virtual environments, what they are, why they matter, and how to create, manage, and delete them. If this tutorial helped you, don't forget to like and share with your fellow developers. And if you run into any issues, drop a comment below. I'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.